Okay, round 2. Let's see what teams can do when they change occupations this time. Let's have a look at the teams, see what's going on. Ooh, one thing I am going to say, okay, teams are beginning to change a bit. I'm thinking Red's a little bit admin heavy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely looks like it. To me, there's not enough people to lay down a good amount of damage all at once, especially not with, like you said, the sort of tight choke points that there are on this map. Blue looking slightly more favourable, at least for the time being.
Yeah, as I'm saying, both teams are going for Squirmish all over again, which is a bit, why? Come on.
Well, hopefully they've managed to break the ice now, and hopefully we might see a couple of good fights on the points now instead of just one amazing fight towards the end.
That was a weird game, and they just let red teams let first and second point go, had limits on the clock, and then just they left. Gamble everything at the end. It didn't quite work. Ah, Bonk Scout. I do love these guys. And he's out there. Oh, what happened there? I did not see that.
I missed that as well, actually. Yeah, but that was definitely nice. Whoever managed to do it.
I do love the mashing of the flat partial. I love that double kill effect. You get it. I think once in my career I got a triple kill with that, and the sound was amazing. Now, in any case, look at this blue attack. Blue is eventually getting out of their spawn. Now they deal with a sentry. Cupid stunt there just did not see that sentry and completely ran into that.
No, yeah, there was a few wayward rockets there, but they didn't really seem to do a thing. Possibly not the best place to be using the Beggar's Bazooka.
Oh, what's going on up here? Wow, I think Blue tried to take the attic area, but completely annihilated by Red up there. Now, it looks like Blue are eventually creeping their way up. Oh, we're seeing more soldiers now. That's a good sign. More demo men.
Yeah, they're definitely quietly getting there, and to be honest, I don't know, Red doesn't seem to be trying to put any resistance up at all.
Actually, from my angle, they kind of are, but they're doing a bit too far back. Actually, what they've got going around here is amazing, actually. It's a bit of an industrial complex. But, the thing is, though, that's a very good counter-attack angle if you can make that work. They're just not getting in there, though.
Yeah, I think really, I don't know, it's probably a bit too late now, but where they were a minute ago, I would have said it would have been slightly too early for them to sort of move back to recoup their losses.
So I saw this blue team Cat. They completely trolled the sentries by staying out their firing range. That was amazing work. They all stood on a corner. That was funny as hell. And that heavy, I mean, Mad Monkey's up there trying to keep the point, but just didn't nail it. Well, that's nice. I think I was worried there's a point there from Blue. They actually, you push up quite nicely with that. But yeah, we are seeing a much more active game than last game, definitely. Seven minutes on the clock. I mean, what do you think is, Red have actually, I think, come out with a bit of a nice strategy here. How do you think Blue are going to cope with this?
To me, the obvious answer would be an Uber, but we've seen some really nice spy work from both teams, so I don't know, possibly a spy might be worth giving it a shot with. There have been a couple of spy attempts so far, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think, what's happening now is Red are holding that area quite hard, but Blue haven't really got in there yet. They need, as they do, they need some medic assistance, maybe some still players who generally shake things up. Wow, that was me sentry was holding up a lot. Mad Monkey's took a lot of damage from that.
Yeah, in fact, actually, mini sentries on both sides of things doing some pretty nice work. I'm quite surprised, really. I mean, you know, for red, I wouldn't normally recommend it, like you said, but I don't know. It has been paying its due so far.
Maybe because of the way this particular map is, at very awkward angles. This particular second point, it's very hard to get up close to them. They've got good angles of fire.
Yeah, I think that exactly may well be what it is. And I think, yeah, red have done a really good job so far, actually. I would have liked to have seen them try this on the first point, but in terms of a comeback, this isn't too bad.
Yeah, no, I think blue here are going to require the good old-fashioned Ubers, maybe a crits here or there, but it's a bit too sentry land at the moment to really make a crits work. So I was watching execute there, just nearly got away with that, but unfortunately, you know, just picked up by that pyro. Now, the thing is, what I would say here is, I think blue need a good heavy. You see that top area, right, with the grass is there? Move up and around that, get on the boards, and just generally use the cover. I mean, that's the thing people forget about heavy. You can tank a little, but you're not designed to be that much of a bullet soak.
Yeah, somewhere on there, especially, like you said, on those boards there, it would lay down some nice suppressing fire, and it would really help the rest of blue make a move.
Oh, sorry, did you see that Uber just kind of go wrong there? You know, was it Fracto's Yabba Dabba Doo, Ubered up, Pyro pushes off the side, and, you know, that kind of disrupted him a bit.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually see the pyro blast there, but I was just thinking it was a very, very premature Uber.
Yeah, no, and I'm just looking at Fracto's there. He's trying to get rid of that sentry. It's an awkward angle. That's really proving a hard time for him. Yeah, blue are eventually beginning to move up with this. They're just finding it difficult. There's a lot of entrenched ground here.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Yeah, no. I'll refrain from dancing for now. In any case, you know, 3 minutes 40, you know, their blue team has lost a lot of their margin of error here. Really doing a really good job after first, as you said.
Yeah, well, there's something I did see, and, you know, it might be worth blue considering. Drugus Meal there, using the charging Taj to make his way into the second point barn, and then just hide behind that wall while he's still capping. You know, there's a wall there, and it stops everything. So, if they get enough people in there, then they might be doing some good that red can't really stop.
The problem is if red react that too much, they could be able to shut that down. I mean, actually, you can do the same with scouts in bonk and spy capping that. You might be able to get something going with that, though, yeah. The problem is, though, it's just, I have to say, what is holding red team are these engineers. They keep up these sentries going. They're not really faltering, and they've got the team behind them, which is really good.
Yeah, they've got pretty much every single corner covered. I think it was really just that charging Taj that even let Drugus Meal in there in the first place. Without that speed, he wouldn't have managed at all.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I'm finding here is, you looking at red, right, and you see them keeping an eye on like the engineer equipment and all the sentries and stuff, and they're counter-attacking from the same angle as the sentries, which is great, because blue have to push through these guys who are sitting in front of the sentries, and it's so hard to get through all of that. I mean, we've seen, was it Afro Shap there? He is, no, it's Atina, sorry, and he is just playing, you know, counter spy, pyro, which is amazing teamwork.
The control point is being contested.
Drugus there, he's trying. He's trying so hard, but red team are just on that.
Yeah, really, for what it is now, I think blue really, they should really be looking to build up an Uber now, because otherwise it's going to be too late.
There goes an Uber. Can they make it work? They just need to kill everyone on red. That's all it's going to come down to. Oh, what happened there?
That was a brilliant headshot there from Yoshi Origami.
Oh, and then Hawaii Faithful got revenge on that. Nice. But yeah, one thing I've not understood is that sentry out there is so in the open. Why haven't snipers taken it down yet?
Yeah, especially for the value that it's really, shown that it has. Considering the amount of people that have been killed by it, I would like to see that get taken down fairly soon.
Yeah, actually, right now, to be fair, the snipers having having problems, and blue team isn't really making much room, and they're throwing out Ubers, but they're just not effective. They're not getting the right angles on it. Oh, but there's hope here. Yabba dabba do. Oh no, he's on fire. He's not feeling too good, and the rest of the red team just pours in. Wow, red team have this shut down. I mean, what happened? What went wrong here? I mean, yeah, it's possible to say there's too many sentries, but at the same time, I don't think that's going to be entirely award-winning shot. I think there could be a way around that.
To me, I think it was probably blue got a little bit too comfortable aiming for the first point. No one went up to really see what was going on near second point. You really should at least send a couple of people up, at least just to scout it out, see what's going on.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, actually, Red are sentry landing so hard right now. They're doing really well with that. But, maybe they need more Ubers, more medics. And that was a very convincing win there for Red. Okay, round 3. Yeah, I'd have to say that last round was Sentryland Central. I mean, they just had so many sentries that last Red team.
Yeah, in all fairness to blue, there wasn't a whole lot that could have been done, especially towards the later stage of that game. But yeah, they definitely could have avoided it. But it was a tactic that it's tried and tested, and it does work very well. Sentries everywhere.
I mean, in that case, the thing that should have happened is blue should have really just invested a lot more in medics. But it's a very hard thing to do for a team to start going medic that hard.
Yeah, I'd say, for the areas that were being covered by sentries, probably 2 medics would have had a lot more chance of doing it, because I'd say it was too much really for like 1 medic and a heavy or a soldier or a demo.
Yeah, I mean, having a look at the teams right now, blue team is looking reasonable. I mean, it's got some going power. As for red, I am not sure personally. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not particularly keen on either of those makeups, to be honest. I'm favouring blue so far, I think.
Same here. Now let's see what's going on. The blue out the gates pretty quickly. They're not actually meeting much resistance yet. Yeah, there's generally a lot of chaos going on. I think blue is generally moving up. There's a team there just generally tangling with a demo man. But blue, is it me or is blue not really getting in there?
Yeah, it just seems to be sort of a curse of this first point of the map. Everybody's terrified to go and try and attack. I don't know what it is about this first point.
Oh no, we just saw Yabba Dabba Doo have an emergency Uber there. Didn't really have anybody to Uber up, and yeah, that's the tragic self-Uber. Sometimes you gotta do it though, because you're like, well, I've nobody else here, I might as well Uber. It's so tragic.
Yeah, it's definitely a disappointment, but for me, 9 times out of 10, if the medic can survive and get away, then it's usually better than the medic dying, depending on where they are within the map.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, right now, blue, I think this blue team is learning that, keep an eye on second point and maybe counter-attack. They're taking first quite nicely. Oh, somebody threw, I think, a jar of piss on the point. That worked quite nice on those heavies. Oh, nice stab. Nah, but look at this team. Blue team is just on this point the whole time. They're keeping captain from that at least. Is there a sniper somewhere? Yes, there is. That's why they're having a bit of slightly hard time at the point. And that spy just didn't manage to get in there at all. Well, okay, it's roughly 8 minutes. What do you think's going to go on with this team then? How do you favour Blue's chances?
I'm definitely liking their class choices a bit more now than at the start. It could work nicely, and looking at second point, they're bringing people up nicely. They're doing it in a nice, orderly fashion, so it's looking good for them so far.
And, you know, they're just about nearly capping that. There's Heavy Clan Leader.
Alert.
Oh, times 5 cap, that's beautiful.
Captured.
And they've got the Zatina in there playing Vanguard. The only guy there right now is Interact, and I think he's overwhelmed. Yeah, that was a swift occupation there by Blue. Now, that's 12 minutes on the clock. This is the biggest margin of error we've seen in this game so far.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Oh, what's going on? Seriously, getting capped already? Wow, that was... Okay, I think Red have been caught with their trousers down here.
I was going to say, that was incredibly close. They didn't seem to be that ready for any sort of attack like that. But,
Oh, there goes an Uber.
yeah.
Can they make this work? Oh, this could be doomed. You know, where's the rest of Blue team though? They're just not here.
To me, they did look to be all sort of consistently lined up, but I don't know where they've all disappeared to.
No, it's one of those things where it's kind of a problem with some teams where they see an Uber go off and then don't follow it in. It's like, no, you need to follow the Ubers in. You need to provide the backup support. You can't just like let the Uber guy do everything for you.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to forget an Uber is not a guaranteed win. Like, you know, really what people should be using Ubers for is like a human shield, basically, an invincible human shield. You can stand behind them and, you know, fire off pot shots and really lend a hand, but a lot of people don't seem to realise that.
The other thing that's important with the Sentry is the way it works in Sentry is that Sentry will shoot that because it's the closest target. And, you know, that's kind of fun to have, especially you can do it with Scouts when they go bonk. That's amazing teamwork there if you can make a Scout do that for you.
Exactly, yeah, and I think on this map it'd be really, really handy. And as well as that, I think in regards to Ubers, a lot of medics seem to forget that, you know, medics really should be the ones moving forward first to draw that sort of fire towards them. If you're Ubered, you're invincible. You may as well make use of it.
It's one of the things I get really annoyed about with some medics when they kind of just don't do that or forget to do it. Oh, okay, here comes the Uber. The team is in there. Oh, what happened there? A lot of guys going down. He's trying to burn the heavy at range, which was not the best of ideas. Oh, sorry, yeah, if you want to hear my voice, please go to the main menu, go to the mute button, and please mute me from there. It's a lot easier than trying to do it any other way. Anyway, back to the game. Red at just about holding everything. Interacts on the point there. He's using a Tasha, sorry. Reasonable weapon to have at this point, I would say. But, you know, I'm looking at Dude of the Rock here. He's having a lot of problems. I mean, the problem is he's got a sentry at the back point there, and he's coming at chronic fire, and he's trying to stop demo men, but they're just going to keep marauding him with, you know, arcing weapons.
Yeah, that range is a little bit awkward as well, especially with that slight lip on the top sort of how would you call it? I don't know, battlement there. Yeah, the ledge. That top ledge there, it kind of hinders your firing, especially from an angle like that.
I mean, the other thing is actually that gunslinger thing's not perfect aiming. It does have that occasional fault where it just doesn't really aim in the right place, and that's a classic example right there. Okay, we're going to make a bit of a counter-attack here. Can Yabba Dabba do and execute there do something? It's looking reasonable. Who was that spy? Vash did not have a chance. It was like, Heavy turns around, why are you just standing there? Die. I mean, that's the thing. If I see just somebody standing around doing nothing in particular, I'm like, no, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, first rule of TF2, shoot everyone.
Yeah, just shoot everyone. Like King Faux Pas, not seeing the spy right in front of him. I mean, seriously, you walk behind him the whole time. Oh, he's bent so hard. Now, in any case, okay, Blue are eventually making their way in. Can they actually do this? Oh, Vash got Yabba Dabba Doo in the end. Nice revenge kill. Oh, okay, Blue coming in for the cap is looking good. Medic is kind of stuck. Oh, who's that medic? He is in trouble. Uber on the point. Yeah, it's looking. I think. Oh, soldier trying. Oh, wow, what a save! So much savoury going on here. Oh, that's not enough, but I just found executing stuck on a ledge just the most hilarious thing. Like, I can't save my point. It's going, no.
To be honest, I don't think it would have made all that much difference, but still, nice work with a bad situation.
Yeah, yeah.